I always sometimes when I wrap a movie, I get like a little bit of PTSD. Hard to describe it. Like I won't want to look at like pictures from that time.
You're no stranger to giving your all in your performances, especially when it comes to physicality. How did the dance lessons with Robert Pattinson help unlock another layer of your ability?
I think obviously your chemistry with your co-star is the most important thing because Rob, what he brings on the day is going to affect my performance. And he gave me a lot to work with, to push against. And things were very like actively alive. But I think the dance lessons, as embarrassing as they were really important for, we didn't really know each other. With everything that we had to do together in this movie to kind of break the ice with something so embarrassing. Also, some of the dance, we learned to choreograph dance together, which, whether you're doing like a sex scene or a fight scene, like a lot of it like is kind of choreo. So it was like a great building exercise.
I mean, the results are so obvious on screen. At Cannes, you talked about how becoming a parent opened yourself up in ways you never expected as a performer. But what do you think audiences who see your work in this film, how people who are parents and otherwise will connect to Grace's journey?
I mean, it's about so much more, than postpartum and the way, it's like this is kind of one of the catalysts of her feeling like she's losing her identity, but she's also a creative person who's stuck and unable to create, which has so much to do with a creative person, an artist's digestion of the world around them. And so that is like it's a huge loss. And she's also moved to a new place. She doesn't know anybody. She doesn't have a community. And I think anytime you are struggling with anxiety or depression, it's very isolating. Whether or not somebody can slap some sort of name on it or not is kind of irrelevant when you're in it. The relationship, it's a love story, and they love each other very deeply, and you see this transformation that they go through, and that she goes to this place where he just can't follow her.
Watching Grace struggle with her writer's block and also her self-worth, what are some things that you do as a performer to reconnect when you're going through moments of creative blocks?
I read. I read on set, but also when I'm anxious, reading really helps me. And when I feel creatively blocked, it's incredible to just have the opportunity to be a voyeur for somebody else's creativity and, reading.
What's the last great thing you read?
Well, I'm reading Hamnet right now, which for some reason, I didn't know it was so much about the death of a child. So I should have looked more into that. But I read a sci-fi recently called The Three-Body Problem, which really, really blew my mind.
Yeah, and the show's really good too.
Yeah, I haven't seen the show, but I will.
I saw Hamnet at 9 a.m. at TIFF. It was a choice.
Right.
Speaking as a Canadian, you also shot in Calgary for this film and all around Alberta. Do you have any memories that stand out?
Well, I had a toddler there, so I had a lot. I did a lot of exploring. I went to the zoo. I went to the science museum that has that like great outdoor, that crazy slide. Oh, and the Saddle Dome was a big part of conversations. But when I wrapped, sometimes when I wrap a movie, I get like a little bit of PTSD. It's hard to describe it. Like I won't want to look at like pictures from that time for like a few months. But somebody had given my son a book called Goodnight Calgary. And every single night he would want me to read and it was like, good night, Saddle Dome, good night. And it was just like the whole thing over and over again.